We are not quite at the beginning of the next story part, or case, whatever, but there is a bit of dialogue before it begins, and it's gonna start here in about now.
I'm so sorry. I never meant to shoot you. Now I've gone and hurt you. Please, forgive me. Please come back to me. I know you can hear me, Isabella. I'm sorry you had to get wrapped up in all this. But you know I'm right. Come back to me, Isabella. There are still things you need to do. I can't do this without you. Please.
And there's a little bit more dialogue from Carlito. And what the hell do you want? Yeah, well, I don't really give a shit about him. He can, I'll get him if I feel like getting him. And if I have time. Same with this guy. Otis will call me regardless of what I do here. And tell me about those two cases. Or scoops, rather. So, I'm not... He'll call me while I'm trying to do the next case. So, let's just... I went to the... I'll admit, I went to the maintenance tunnels off-screen and goofed off to get the Karate Champ achievement, which is... Defeat 1,000 zombies barehanded, which... I've already explained how to do this, but I'll explain it again. Basically just spam double lariat amidst a horde of zombies. We'll be seeing the maintenance tunnels here in a couple minutes, but actually I don't have enough inventory space for that. Down here, if you go down here, you can find this katana, which is pretty dang useful, to say the least, since it one-shots zombies and does quite a bit of damage to bosses, but it has low durability. So, hopefully I can get into the... Okay, I can get into the warehouse before Carlitos talks about his last resort. And now would be a good time to mention that this game has multiple endings, and I am going to show them all off. Starting with the very worst ending, the F rating, which I like to call the no survivor ending.
Isabella!
Alright, here we go.
I don't know if you're listening to this or not, but I've made up my mind. This is the last resort. I'm going to end it all. I'm sorry that I got you involved in all this. I love you, Isabella.
And so, if I was in the warehouse, Otis would give me a call about that. As I'm sure you could... No, actually, I'll finish that piece later.
Exactly what is this last resort talk all about?
Carlito said that he'd blow up the mall if you were cornered.
Damn! We've got a regular suicide bomber on our hands.
Worse than what you're thinking. The explosion would send parasitic larvae into the atmosphere.
He plans to spread zombies outside of the city? Is he insane?
If that bomb goes off, there'll be nowhere to run. The zombies will be everywhere.
He's planning to flood the area underneath the mall with flammable gas, then set it off. If you could take care of the bombs while the gas concentration is still low.
There's a chance we could stop the explosion. Let's do it.
So anyway, the reason I left the security office for that is because, as you can hear, if you get a bunch of survivors, they'll start getting rowdy and you won't be able to hear Carlito's intercom message that well. So in order for me to get this ending, I'm required to let this case time out, which will require almost a half-hour waiting in real time. So I will see you guys in a half an hour. The bombs are about ready to explode.
What are you doing?
3, 2, 1. Boom. Now boom. As planned, the explosion sent the parasitic organisms responsible for the zombie outbreak high into the stratosphere. The contamination quickly spread far beyond the quarantined area, turning the once isolated incident into a nationwide pandemic. Soon the whole U.S. fell victim to a rash of zombie outbreaks. And technically, I have failed to survive. Ending F. And you can see your survivor chart. None of them survived. Again, no survivor ending. And I forget what this does. Oh, cool. Now if I hit end, the game will want me to save my progress, and I'd have to play the whole game over. So we're gonna not do that. We're just gonna go straight to Xbox Home. I assume PC and PS4 and Xbox One ports have something similar you can do. And if not, then, well, you won't be showing off most endings anyway, since you won't be doing an LP of this game, but there's probably a way you can cancel it out. So, once again, we're gonna warp to the past and pretend that never happened. And yeah, that downloaded content that takes a while, I will show that off, maybe. The game came with a few free custom suits that you can wear. And Otis gave me a few scoops while I was waiting for... Actually, no, wait, you guys saw that. Never mind. I'm going this way just because I feel like going this way. And now Isabella will talk to you. Blah, blah, blah. Come on. Maybe I should have gone the other way. And yeah, he slashed the truck tires, so I have to transport him by hand. And now we're going to go to the maintenance tunnels. I'm hoping I can kill Carlito with melee weapons. I think it's possible. Hopefully I can use the mannequin torso with that. So I'm just going to pretend I don't know what I'm doing for the sake of casual play. For some reason the arrow takes you over here. I have no clue why. Then takes you this way for God knows what reason. This is the dumbest arrow in the game. Or, like, the dumbest, case objective in the game. Because look at how random this arrow is. When it could just point me straight to this thing, which is where it wants me to go. And I know you guys can see this motorcycle here. If we're going into the maintenance tunnels full of zombies, wouldn't we want the car? You would be right. We would... And I fucked up.
Damn it!
You would normally be correct, because normally we would want the car. However, for this one case, that doesn't work. Because you'll see it right now. Well, now. Yeah, he put up those things. So you can't do that. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, I thought the motorcycle lasted longer than that. Okay. So much for my idea of playing by the game's own rules. Apparently me ramming into that object up there completely fucked up the motorcycle. I knew it wasn't durable, but I didn't think it was that flimsy. So, at any rate, let's try that again, maybe. I'm gonna play by the game's own rules. This arrow sucks. It does not take you in any particular order. It just takes you wherever the fuck it wants to take you. I guess we'll go this way. I guess that's where the arrow wants me to go. So, Isabella mentioned about the trucks down here. I should be encountering one before too long. And you'll have Isabella yelling at you on the intercom. Alright, here's one of them. And there you go. There's one, time bomb number 1. Unfortunately, there's no way to check the status of any vehicle you're on or in. You just gotta have to wing it. And of course we get this case. I think the arrow's leading me this way. So at this point, Carlito should be coming after the second time bomb is collected. Yes. And because he's dumb, he'll go right past you. But after a couple hits, he'll run away like the scared little bitch that he is. But because he has Psycho/Survivor AI, he'll probably hit the wall. So here's something that the game does not tell you about. I mean, the maintenance tunnels, as well as most of you would know, links up, is an underground passage that links up all of the plazas together, and you can sort of quick travel to and from each plaza quickly. But here's the Paradise Plaza entrance, and if you go here, we get a nice little car here. And if you've already collected the maintenance tunnel key, which I've already gotten Otis's call for that off screen, I'll show it again when I do my second playthrough. You can just take the shortcut from Paradise Plaza, get in this car, and start mowing zombies down. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. exactly point right when I went around this curve. Now Carlito will do nothing but throw grenades at you and get the fuck. And these grenades will damage whatever vehicle you use. So you want to be careful. Also, it's probably a good idea you bring a healing item in here, which I did not do. You get a special cutscene for defeating Carlito here, so I'm going to try my very best to show that off. I guess that's another thing. Try your best to avoid hitting the shopping carts, because the shopping carts in this game apparently are made out of adamantium or something, because they will, if you get one under your car, it'll not only probably heavily damage your car, but there's a good chance that it'll launch the car up in the air. Can I still? Okay, I can still enter this, but as you can tell from the smoke, that I almost. Car's on its last. This car's at its dying breath, basically. Make it. And the last boss is right over there, but I need to heal, so pardon me. Head in here real fast and grab some milk. Remember that this milk is here, because this, you will have to come here for case 8-4. So hopefully Carlito won't have healed. If he heals, then that will be very sad. And there we go. I got the last bomb, and so I gotta get him out of here. Hopefully I don't trigger the... Hopefully I don't step over the trigger. And this truck has more durability than any other cars, you could imagine. Carlito, where are you? He better not despawn. I don't think he can despawn, but he better fucking not. I think he's gone. Oh wait, there he is. Now, are you at full health? Because I exited and re-entered the area. No, you're not. Okay, good. And so, he's dead. Not sure how he managed to fuck up that bad.
Freeze! Shit! I'm gonna go after him. You get those bombs outside, Frank.
So, and then it starts you right, starts you Actually, fairly far back. What skill have I mastered? I'm gonna guess giant swing. Wall kick. Okay. But it starts you near this car. So unless you have, like, literally no time left, and also I should point out that this is not viable for speedrun strategy in any way. But, fastest thing to do would just be get in this car and run in a race back to the trigger. It doesn't matter if you go outside through any other means, like, you have to go past this point here. Because there's a shopping cart there, and it's just a trigger to end the mission. At least I'm pretty sure about that. If I'm wrong, whatever.
We got rid of your bombs. This is as far as you go today. Just give up and surrender. Your terrorist days are over, Carlito. You're finished. Well, shit.
Frank, sounds like you took care of the bombs. How's Brad?
The bomb's over and done with. Brad went after Carlito.
Copy. Report back here, Frank.
Yeah.
So, I will report back there, but there's one thing I need to do first. I'm gonna get a fresh car. And if you go to where the maintenance tunnel key is, which I'll show off where that is. And also, this is where you go in order to get the kill 53,594 zombies achievement. And it is over here. Notice that Brad's flashlight is there. This here is the room where Brad and Carlito apparently fought. I say apparently because I don't think there's any way out of there.
Brad? Brad?
Don't get any closer. Stay away, Frank. Don't get near me.
What's the matter, Brad? Are you hurt? I'm coming over there, Brad. We'll go back together. If you're hurt, we'll patch you up.
I'm screwed. It doesn't hurt. Not even a little. I'm already dead. Frank. Don't tell Jesse about this.
And of course, there's zombified Brad. And Snuff Shot B achievement. Now let's see, is there any way Carlito could have possibly gotten out of this room? Not unless he crawled through those tiny ass vents. Doesn't look like it. Oh, and maintenance tunnel key is right here. So let's show that off in action, shall we? Is this... no. Here's where I really want to go. So, through this door, we can just go straight to Wonderland Plaza. It beats having to go the long way around. Up through Leisure Park, through the food court, and then up to here.
Hello? Anybody there?
Susan, I will save you in a moment. Now we're fighting another psychopath.
Please stop! What did we ever do to you?
You do it all the time! You look at me and laugh! Who's there? Stay back! Stay back! Get any closer and I'll light this place up! I suppose you came here to laugh at me too!
So there is a way you could beat this guy in 3 seconds. Beat him up immediately. Let's see. Okay, I failed to do it. And he'll just drop pipe bombs all over the place. eventually he will stop. Ah.
Here's a present for you.
And he'll just keep saying, here's a present for you, and you go boom now. But because he's a geek, he will stop running because he's not in very good physical condition.
Leave me alone.
Man, I just took a hell of a fall right there. Where is he?
Here's a present for you.
Would have been. I think I could have avoided getting hurt there had I dived like that. Except there, I probably didn't want to dive. And zombies can kill psychopaths. Oh shit! I didn't know he. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know he had a photo op moment there. And he can hurt. He can hurt himself too with his Molotov. And there we go.
Stay away from me! Don't come any closer!
Now, before we actually help him, let's take a picture of him and his roasted nuts.
Fantastic!
And I'm not sure what that achievement is. I guess it's take pictures of 5 psychopaths. There we go. And so you can just rescue these 2 people too. If you take too long, they will die. So.
Okay. You got it.
Mindy Baker, come on, get out of the way. And let's save these people over here real quick. Thank you. It's probably not recommended that you do this. You should probably do one at a time, but I am in a bit of a hurry. Come on, come on. Okay.
Follow me! Follow me! Follow me! Come on! Come on! Come on!
So,
Come on!
and like all survivors, these guys are fucking idiots.
Yeah!
Stock increased to 10. Okay, well I tried doing the judo throw there and it didn't exactly work. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, let's go. Come on, Mindy. Paul, let's not... Thank you. And where's the sick man? Oh yeah, he's in here.
Follow me! Follow me! Come on!
You got it.
My apologies.
I've had it.
Oh, thanks, Paul. There's a zombie behind you and you whack me.
Come on! Follow me!
And I'm the one who gave you the damn weapon.
Follow me! Follow me! Follow me! Follow me! Come on!
Hopefully I get all 5 of these people back in time. Although, there's gonna be one more survival case that pops up.
Follow me! Follow
So,
Follow me!
and it's in Paradise Plaza.
Come on! Come on! Follow me! Follow me! Come on! Over there!
Come on, Susan. Push your way through. Push your way through. Damn it. Holy shit. Okay. I didn't know that you'd still be holding hands with whoever you're holding hands with if you get grabbed by a zombie. I never knew that until just now. I forget what time the last case pops up. I guess 2 p.m. in-game time. Or maybe 3 p.m. Okay, I guess it's 3 p.m. So I'm going to wait here for a few seconds. And I think I'm going to heal, actually. Or hell, let's get rid of this. Why not? There we go. Last survivor. If the last survivor case doesn't pop up, I'm just going to escort these guys back. Because I'm not just going to stand here for 5 minutes. Once again, in real time. Alright, fuck it then. I thought it would pop up there, but maybe it pops up at a later time.
Come on! Follow me!
And I'm running low on items. Luckily, the zombie numbers are pretty low at this point, since it's mid-afternoon. And it's day 3.
Come on! Follow me! Come on! Come on! Come on!
And make sure to break that potted plant before anyone gets caught on it. And they will, as you've seen in, I think it was part 5? No, it's part 4, I think. Whatever, the point is, I've already shown off that that potted plant is a plant from hell. But Satan himself sent that plant to confuse the survivors, I guess. Get out of the way.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
And I have no more items. Oh, there's the wall kick. You do it the same... You would, run up against the wall, then press X and the directional stick, or analog stick, rather, away from the wall you are pushing up against. Okay, mannequin torso.
Follow me!
As always.
Follow me!
So I should be hitting level 30. I'm gonna say level 35 once I escort all these people and avoid a mutiny and prevent the mutiny. Hey, Susan. I was just coming back for her.
Come on! Follow me!
Single file. Come on. Yeah, here we go.
Go!
And here's hammer throw, or as I like to call it, the Irish whip, because that's what it is in professional wrestling.
Follow me!
Come on, Debbie. Come on, Susan. Alright, now to prevent Kendall's mutiny and lure. Like Ronald, if you don't do this when you're in here,
Thank you.
Kendall will lead every single person in his room out of the room, and they will be gone for good. Alright. Level up. Increase. Where is he? Is he in this room? Yeah, he's in this room. So yeah, him along with these 7 other people would have been considered lost. You must believe in the Tooth Fairy if you think that helicopter's coming. Anyone who could buy into something like that with no proof is a fool. And this guy believes that the military isn't gonna be here. Also, I forgot about survivors walking out of the rooms if you leave the door open. And let's just look at her ass here. Like, I don't know why he would think the National Guard would not be involved in this. Yeah, but I got a plan. Just wait here until noon tomorrow.
Jerk!
No way!
Not in a million years.
No!
Are you serious?
No way!
Not in a million years.
So yeah,
Serious? Son of a bitch.
had to talk some sense into this asshole here.
Not in a million years.
And there you go. Mutiny averted. And much again, like Ronald.
What do you think you're doing? Damn it, you can't be serious.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I'd get a special cutscene if I went there or not. So now I'm guessing I'll be able to get the last survivor. Or would be the last if I was going for every single one of them. And yes, I'm aware of at least 4 survivors that Otis doesn't call you about. Now this girl here is a little bit interesting because there are 54 total survivors, but you can only save 53. And what I mean by that is, I know you guys remember the scene where Barnaby turns into a zombie. If you fail that case, Brad will not turn into a zombie, and you technically will never have learned about Isabella being a medical technician, and you will never know that she knows anything about how to treat the zombies, or the zombie bites. So this survivor will be completely unobtainable if Barnaby lives. So Barnaby has to die in order to be able to save this girl. So that's why I say you can only save 53 people.
Yeah.
And that does include Brad if you choose to have him be saved. And Jesse. I've been bitten. That doesn't mean you have to turn into one of them. Where did you hear that? A lady named Isabella. At the very... like, in the second and a half playthrough I do, I guess I can show off the text here. If Barnaby lives. But I'm not going to do a whole playthrough just for that purpose. So, Simone Ravendark. Now, that is so blatantly, obviously, a wordplay on the actress Raven Simone. Especially given that this game was made in 2006, when I believe That's So Raven was on television. I forget if it was on television then, but I think it was. But yeah, you can't convince me that that wasn't their goal. It so clearly was. And I think Capcom executives would even admit that. Or the developers of this game would even admit that.
Come on!
I gotta say, the sooner I get my speed fully maximized, the happier I will be. And there's the lift up, which you can do to survivors. I think I mentioned that. And it's actually easier to carry them that way. It takes longer, but it's worth doing. Yeah, I'll keep that one, just because it's Paul's Roasted Nuts. I swear I'm not going to run that into the ground. Or try not to, anyway. So, I think I'm going to end the segment here. I think it's gone long enough. I've had longer, but I don't really care. There's not really a lot I can do right now, so I'll see you in a bit for the end of the case.